On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Diagram.
A simplified illustration of the appearance, structure, or workings of something.
Examples:
3D diagram. In a diagram. He is drawing a diagram illustrating how the equipment operates.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Optic.
Relating to vision or the eyes, relating to or involving light or optics.
Examples:
Optic fiber. Optic illusion. The campaign ad was designed with bright colors and bold fonts for maximum optic impact.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation. Binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Substantially.
To a great extent or degree.
Examples:
The price went up substantially. The house was substantially built. The proportion of female engineers has substantially increased.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Intervene.
To intentionally get involved in a situation to improve it or prevent it from getting worse.
Examples:
Intervene in a dispute. Intervene between quarreling parties. Following international law, our country does not intervene in the internal affairs of our neighbors.
Keyboard.
Device consisting of a set of keys on a piano, typewriter, computer, etc., that you press to make it work.
Examples:
Numeric keyboard. Keyboard instruments. Please strike the enter on the keyboard.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Glimpse.
A brief or partial view, the act of seeing something or someone for a very short time or only partly.
Examples:
A momentary glimpse. Passing glimpse. Our team caught a glimpse of the world-class technique in this game.
Skull.
A bone framework that surrounds the brain and gives the head its shape.
Examples:
Skull fracture. Have a thick skull. Archaeologists found a Neanderthal skull at that historic site.
Slice.
A flat, often thin, piece of bread, meat, cheese, etc., that has been cut from a larger piece, a wound made by cutting.
Examples:
A slice of the company's revenue. Slice a tomato thin. The children complained because one slice of cake was slightly larger than the other.
Microscope.
An instrument used to see objects or substances that are too small to be seen with the naked eye.
Examples:
Microscope slide. Electron microscope. I used an optical microscope to observe the small organisms in the water sample.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Stain.
To discolor, defile, or tarnish something. Noun, a discoloration or dirty mark on a surface that is difficult to remove.
Examples:
Stain the carpet. Red wine stain. The allegations of corruption stained her reputation, and she struggled to regain public trust.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Neuroscience.
The scientific study of the function, structure, and disorder of the brain and the nervous system.
Examples:
The branch of neuroscience. A theoretical concept in neuroscience. Our university is famous for its professors who are well versed in behavioral neuroscience.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Anatomy.
The scientific study that deals with the physical structure of humans, animals, or plants.
Examples:
Animal anatomy. Anatomy of a country's collapse. The professor explained the anatomy of the nervous system.
Yield.
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
corn yield, the yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Transistor.
A semiconductor device that can be used to amplify or switch electronic signals and power, which is an essential component in modern electronics.
Examples:
transistor radio, transistor circuit. The invention of the transistor revolutionized the field of electronics.
Circuit.
In electrical engineering, an electrical device that provides a path for electrical current to flow, a journey or route around a particular place or area.
Examples:
circuit breaker, federal circuit courts. An intelligent battery has a voltage monitoring circuit.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
visualize data, visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Fluorescent.
Emitting or reflecting vibrant and vivid light, especially under ultraviolet light, describing a type of lamp or bulb that produces such light.
Examples:
fluorescent bulb, fluorescent material. The office installed new fluorescent lighting to save energy.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
stress protein, protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Oddly.
In a way that is unexpected, strange, or peculiar.
Examples:
behave oddly, oddly familiar. He walked into the party with an oddly dressed companion, causing everyone to stare.
Luminescent.
Emitting light or glowing softly, often without heat, having the ability to produce or emit light, especially through chemical reactions or by absorbing and then releasing energy.
Examples:
soft luminescent glow, mesmerizing luminescent effect. The luminescent stars illuminated the night sky.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
Spineless jellyfish. Jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Glow.
To give out a steady, strong light.
Examples:
Glow a pale orange. Glow golden the light. The sun was setting, and the sky glowed with beautiful colors.
Variant.
Something that is slightly different from others of the same type.
Examples:
Variant types of pigeon. A variant of the same word. The first variant of the virus appeared in less than a month.
Genetically.
In a way that relates to or is produced by genes, equals the units in the cells of a living thing received by an animal or plant from its parents, or heredity.
Examples:
Genetically inherited traits. Genetically manipulated plant. The genetically modified crops were resistant to pests and required less water.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Glowing.
Highly enthusiastic, greatly praised.
Examples:
Glowing reviews. Glowing cheeks. The western sky was glowing pink.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Molecular.
Of or relating to molecules, equals a group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Molecular structure. Molecular biology. Molecular weight is the sum of all the atoms.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
Key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
small molecules, molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Antibody.
A substance produced in the blood that attacks and kills harmful bacteria, viruses, etc., to fight disease.
Examples:
produce antibody, antibody against bacteria. This pharmaceutical company is developing antibody drugs with fewer side effects.
Henchman.
A loyal follower or assistant, often used to describe someone willing to do the dirty or illegal work for a leader or criminal.
Examples:
loyal henchman, a boss and henchman relationship. The criminal's henchman carried out his dirty work.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
immune from criminal prosecution, the cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
recognize talent, recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
specific instructions, industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
spread of the virus, a strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
invade other tissues, invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Individually.
Separately or apart from others.
Examples:
answer questions individually. Individually designed product. Each department has done its product costing individually.
Serotonin.
A neurotransmitter equals a chemical that carries nerve impulses involved in, example, sleep, emotion, and memory.
Examples:
serotonin drug, serotonin levels. The medicine works by boosting serotonin levels in the brain.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
transport facilities, access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Context:
the circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
historical context, legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Disease:
a disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
disease prevention, disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Depression:
a mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
the Great Depression, the root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Anxiety:
a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
diagnosis of anxiety disorder, anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Critic:
someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
art critic, severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Machinery:
a group of large machines or the components of a machine that make it work, social institution functions or structure for doing something.
Examples:
heavy machinery, inactive machinery. The machinery of audit formally issued a business improvement order.
Get-go:
the start or beginning of something.
Examples:
at the get-go, work well from the get-go. From the get-go, it was clear that the project would be a challenge.
Evolve:
to develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
evolve, evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Detect:
to find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
detect a bad event, detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Function:
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
function properly, immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Palette.
A thin board or tablet used by artists to mix and apply paint, a range of colors or shades used in a particular work of art.
Examples:
palette knife, palette art. The artist selected colors from her palette to paint a beautiful landscape.
Feeble.
Lacking physical or mental strength, weak or frail, lacking force, effectiveness, or impact.
Examples:
feeble attempt, feeble excuse. The older man's feeble voice suggested he was not feeling well.
Scratch.
To cut or damage the surface of something or the skin with a sharp or pointed object.
Examples:
scratch off a name, scratch my signature. Don't scratch your mosquito bites.
Ready-made.
Of a product already made or prepared, of an idea or solution, preconceived or complete and requiring no further development or work.
Examples:
ready-made templates, ready-made curtains. I prefer using ready-made meals when short on time and don't feel like cooking from scratch.
Refined.
Made pure by having impurities or unwanted elements removed by processing.
Examples:
adopt a refined attitude, a lot of refined sugar. She was highly refined in her choice of apparel.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples:
steady increase, take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.